inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm talking about core intention technology. Core intention technology is this idea that I got from one of my mentors, VK. And basically what he taught me is that all emotions have a baseline of care. Okay? That you care about it. And coming back to our own self-care does something very spectacular to us, right? It gets us to self-love. We can't have care without having love right after that. So if you're sad about something, it means that it's meaningful to you because you care about it. You're angry about something because you feel powerless in that situation and you haven't established the boundary, but that also means that you care about it. You care about the situations, and so you're feeling the emotion. If you didn't care about it, you wouldn't react. You wouldn't be as attached to it. You wouldn't have this level of energy inside of you, actually getting you to change that situation around or do something with that care. So care is actually the baseline principle. It's called the generative principle, okay? And if you can really optimize this, it is going to change your life. And it's one of the secrets to the law of attraction. If you notice in the Freemason symbol, okay, it says G. Now a lot of people think that that G is God or something else, right? But actually once you get to the 33rd rank of that secret society, they tell you that this is the generative principle, and it stands for Genesis, okay? It stands for creation. So care is actually the secret to creation, okay? When you care about something, you care about it enough that you take action on that thing. So actually, the heart intelligence comes first, which is the care, which then goes into the gut intelligence, or the will, or the action that you take. And then eventually it goes into your knowledge, or your mind, or your intellect. So actually, we must first start from the desire and the care that we have in our hearts in order for us to manifest. A lot of people, they don't care enough about things. So let's say that you really, really want to be a specific expert in a specific area of your life, but you kind of maybe want it, right? You don't care about it enough for you to actually manifest or take action or will yourself to actually do those things. So my advice to you would be to care more about your end results, to have an outcome in mind that is actually worthwhile. Because this life is not about being tensionless, it's about struggling for a worthwhile goal, right? It's about knowing what to use that creative tension, or where you started off from and where you want to end up being, okay? That tension that is created from where you are now to where you want to be is actually a very powerful energy source. So you want to tap into that energy and understand, how can I care about this differently? Where can I care about this more? And come back to that baseline of care, and from there you can manifest at a different level. And I think this is a very powerful principle, the generative principle, if you can apply it in the right way. You know, a lot of people say, the art of not caring and all this kind of stuff, right? The art of not giving an F. But this is not about that art form. This is about actually caring enough so that something ends up happening as a byproduct of that care. So let's say you care about somebody. Now, you care about somebody, and if their care isn't reciprocated, there is no energy there to go back and forth. So it's understanding that care is also something that is an energy that you can preserve, and you preserve it for the right company. You preserve it for the right people. So understanding that will get you to care more in your life and care about your life in a certain way, and also establish that I can actually become the creator or the generator of my life. Today I was thinking a little bit about complaining. Okay, we all complain when we're frustrated, we're agitated, and I believe this comes from the neurotic triad. Okay, neurotic triad of depression, anxiety, and aggression all together. And it creates a sense of worry, like something bad is going to happen or something bad has happened. It's never in the present pocket of time, which gets you out of the flow state, right? Because if you're in the now, you have nothing to complain about. You're worried about something that's going to happen, or some moment that you aren't able to accept that's right in front of you, and so you resist it. So, what I've understood to get back into the zone is, first of all, understand you gotta tap into your instincts, okay? Your animal instincts, your primal instincts. So you want to basically take your animal instincts and combine it with your living traditions, okay? When you do this, you find that you're not complaining anymore, because now the aggression has been transformed into instinct, ferocity, focus, okay, clarity. The anxiety has transformed into presence, and the depression has transformed into expression. Okay? So you start to express yourself. You start to tune into your intuition and your instinct and trust your gut. You trust your gut, you're expressing yourself, and you are present to the moment. This will crush that triad down, and it will get you back into the flow. Now I understand that a lot of people, they live in conformity and totalitarianism. No, conformity is doing what others are doing, and totalitarianism is doing what others are telling you to do. When that starts to happen, it takes away that intrinsic focus of self-reliance as well, that autonomy, right? Like the fact that I did something myself and I said that I was going to do it, and this is my own newfound knowledge that I've discovered myself. It's really not. It's from the poking and prodding of people, right? So one week you might be like, hey, Jeremy told me to do it. And then the next week someone else tells me to do it, right? Bob tells me to do it. And then the week after that, Sally tells me to do it. And the week after that, someone else tells me to do something different. I'm going to get all of these reference points, right? So who am I going to trust? Am I going to trust all those people? Or am I going to judge it based on my own felt experience, my own understanding of what I know, and trusting in my own understanding and knowledge? Because if you don't trust in your own knowledge, you're going to start to seek information outside of yourself all the time. Right? You're always going to have to consult Google for your flow state. Whereas the best Google is meditation. That's the internal search engine. And meditating is not the fact that, oh, I have all these thoughts in my mind and I'm making them disappear. No, it's the fact that you don't identify with your thoughts. Okay, you're not identifying. It's not your identity. That type of thinking is not you. When you realize that, you can break yourself out of that too. So it's just a powerful lesson that I wanted you to share in terms of complaining, because you're basically asking for it more and more and more. And so instead of dwelling there, what you can do is use the same amounts of energy you're using to zoom in on the problem. Use the same amount of energy towards solving that problem and solving that issue and leaning into the edge of that issue. And it's tough, it's not easy, but what it will do is it will make you stronger, and a stronger character means a more enjoyable life. Okay? So I hope this helped you out today. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you, and stay legendary.